went shopping. They didn't have any grinding discs like I planned, but they did have grinders, which is badly needed. I like these ones a lot more. Proper trigger, 1100 watt. It's a lot more powerful than the other one. Had a few of these, really good. I only ever get about a year out of them. I work the crap out of them all the time, so. But these ones seem to last as good as any. Those ones that I've been using are the cheapest ones I can get in the local co-op, and so these are the cheapest ones I could get in the local co-op. But they're okay. They cost more than those Aldi Lidl's ones, and about half the power, and yeah, they're just not as good. But yeah, not too bad, not as good. All the welds done on that now. Done a couple of plugs there as well, just to go back through into that where it was plug welded to before. And I've just fitted the panel a few times, just trying to bend this in the right angle to meet the panel. When I put this on here, it fit perfectly to the old arch, but it's actually a considerable way off the new arch, even though I've run a line up along the body panels and stuff. Just must be, I don't know what the difference is, but this should fit pretty close now, and I can just tap them out with a hammer from inside when I want to, when I start welding them. So that's it. I'm going to stick that panel on now. So much nicer. Should have got that a lot sooner. Right. Got all that finished out, welded. All the welds ground down and cleaned up. Managed to get hold of some grinding discs this morning as well, which is good, and a new flapper disc. That's all nice now. Couple of plug welds put in there and ground down as well. One little section just to do there. It's not in the panel for some reason. And then I'm going to stick the bottom corner on down there as well. Sorry about the noise again. It's pouring rain again. Surprise, surprise. I was just filling out a few little pinholes here and there in the welds. That's finished now on the little corner piece, and stuck the back corner on there as well. So that's all the body panels I had fitted now. And what's next? So I guess getting the track ready to put back on here, which means grinding it off of the old piece, or trying to drill out the spot welds. So I might do that now. The only other thing I can do before that panel comes is to sort out this little section here. And I still have to do the plug welds on the inside of the wheel arches on both sides as well. So might get that done there as well. Now, I've spent way too long working on that track, but it's all lining up nicely now. Yeah, made a bit of work for myself out of that. I'll pull off the side panel and show you. This is the track on there. Why it was a lot of work is because this piece didn't come down far enough. This should have just welded straight on and it would have been dead easy. But because I used that piece, which made other things easier, was a little short. So I had to put in a section about 10 mil all along there to fill that gap. Like, I'll just seal it all in the end, but it's pretty much sealed. The only difference is now that there's a space up behind that. But it has firmed this section up nicely as well, because it's welded on all the way along. So I'm done for today at that. Yeah, it's a nice bit done anyway, so quite pleased with it. And have a think about what to do next. Alright, so I'm just come out and pondering what to get started on today, and bugging myself about the state of those gutters that I have to figure out what to do with. May start on the bottom of the tailgate today. It's quite a nice job because you can open it up and work at a nice level and everything. Take a look at these gutters here and show you what that problem is. Now I've just taken the little top moulding off of all of that. They're pretty rubbish in a few spots. Just a couple of patches. One of the worst patches is here, I think, probably over the driver door. Gonna have to have a good look at that. The other side, same there. A couple of patches that might grind back, and a few that won't. A few of those smaller patches might just grind back, and bad again here at the back. So you can see the way the roof is sat into the gutter. So what I'm thinking is, I'm not taking the roof off. I don't want to. And it's, yeah, that's no small job at all. So you can cut this section out. Back in further, that recess is quite deep, and probably quite good in there. So I'm thinking is I'll cut these bad sections out. Fiberglass will take a reasonable amount of heat. I know the sealant will want to catch fire, but I'll have a go. I have to make up some little sections, but if I do spots and let them plenty of time to cool off so that I don't get too much heat transfer into the fiberglass, I may succeed that way. Otherwise, I'm going to have to rethink the whole idea. I'd love to have 2 full lengths of fresh guttering that you could run further in here, just hack this off, run it further in there and plug weld it all on. But I don't think anyone makes it unless you found something that would do the trick. I'm sure plenty of people have had problems with them, but yeah, a bit of a nuisance. Anyway, what I'm thinking for now, I considered just pulling the engine out today, but I've decided to just keep welding for now. So, little patch here in the middle, little patch here, same on the other corner, and I think there's a bit of a repair on the inside on this side. Yeah, a little bit in there. Bit in there as well. It's hard to do a successful repair on these. I've done them before and rust has come back to haunt me on them, but yeah, we'll hack it all out and see how we get on with it. Okay, so you might have to pardon my optimism a little bit on this gully. So I'm always happier once I've cut the rust out. So I've cut along sections. I ground some clean, like there. That got a little bit of weld, that'll sort that. Here there's little to nothing. Couple of sections like here, and some bigger ones over here. Probably the worst affected area was this one. For the most part, it's just the front face that's actually gone. Underneath isn't too bad. just a little here. That's probably actually okay. It'll have to curl back a little bit, but not too far. So I reckon I can spot weld those in without doing too much harm, as long as I don't fire too much heat onto the fiberglass. But a couple of spots, let it cool. A couple of spots, let it cool. I don't think there'll be any problem with that. Now the other side, there are a lot more of these. I'll take a look there. So this side has a lot of little bits cut out. Again, a biggish one there at the back. A couple of spots that aren't too bad. A few little infills. A bigger one there, but the base piece is gone a little just here. And a smaller front section here, but the base of that is actually still good. So what you have is your fiberglass roof, a layer of sealant. The sealant goes in beside this as well, and then you have your base of your track. Of course that sealant's going to want to burn, but there's little I can do about it. And then I'm going to run a grinder behind all of these and dig out. I'll show you. Dig out. There's a lot of this sealant along the edge. That's going to need cleaning out as good as possible and resealing all the way along afterwards. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. It's better than I thought. So we'll just do it bit by bit. Now, let's take a look at the boot lid. So this seems to be the problem for the most part with these vans. You see a little blister like that and you think, oh, well, that's nothing. But then it's actually just a pile of rot behind. Same thing on the, you see a little patch on the wheel arches and you need new quarter panel, that kind of thing. Same here, the back is all gone out of it. And it's probably, you probably have rust in behind this lip really all the way along, and it's just boils through here and here for some reason first, the exact same as one I've done before. And the corner here as well. It's all full of crap. So what I'm going to do is weld in these front pieces first, and then hack out the back once I have my the shape there. So that'll be that. Up around the window washer. Now this is a Komet Mark II camper van, so the earlier ones didn't have the window washer or the wiper on the back. That's not actually gone, but I don't believe that there's any way I can kill that much rust. I'll grind it back. If I can't get to clean metal, which I doubt I will be able to, I'm going to have to do something. I don't want to take the back windscreen out, so what I'm going to do is have set it up, space it away from it, and cut up as far as possible that I can weld without damaging the seal. Could just delete that altogether, but it's a bit of a nuisance. If it's left there and it doesn't work, it's an entity failure. I never really use them, but I'll see. We'll see. So that's the outside done. I don't spend forever trying to get those perfect because obviously I've got quite a bit of welding to do. So yeah, they'll all get a little skin of filler after, but once there isn't a block of it going on there, it's all metal. Just a little bit of fairing out afterwards, and yeah, be good as new. Not a massive amount done today, but a few things that I'm quite happy to have made a start on. I'll give you a look at those now. So as we saw, I've done those 3 patches along the boot. That's too far gone. I can't get the pitting out of it, so I'm going to have to cut that out. I put a bit of the rust treatment on it now, but no, that's just going to rust again. So I'll cut that out the next day. I've cut out, and I've got some of that rust, phosphoric acid on the bottom of this, so rather not get it all over my hands. So I cut out the back of those there. It's not too bad. Probably have to cut a little bit more out just here, but that's the back of the new piece I put in. So put the piece along there and that corner as well, and I've just treated the outer edges of it. I think what happens with these is dirt and muck gets stuck down in here, and where did I see it earlier that you can see it? It gets in between, it rusts in between that fold there, which pushes out both sides. I cut that one back a bit. Thought there was another one that had more. Oh yeah, there, like that needs cutting off. You can see how the rust is sitting in there and bulging it out. But what I'm most happy with is I had a little go at doing that section of gutter just there, and actually that went really well. The silicone in there catches fire like mad. You catch fire every touch, but touch it and it goes out again and move on to another spot. That didn't take long. I mean, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I had that welded in. So, I mean, it's not the ideal way to do it, but it's a damn cry better than lifting that roof. So, it just means that if I give half a day to those gutters, then they should be done. Just used a section of that, what was left of that outer sill there, to do it. So there should be enough in that sill to do the whole bloody lot, which would be great. So I might wrap this video up there. The last one was a bit long, so I'll try and keep them a bit shorter than that. But that's where I'm at now anyway. Not a few jobs done. I'll continue working on the gutters and the boot lid, get those done. The windscreen rubber's on its way, and the bottom of that sill. So I'll be getting those cut out, windscreen rubber cut out, and do the repairs around the windscreen. I'll show those in a bit of detail as well. So hope you're enjoying the project. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share and all that stuff. Please hit the like button if you can. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Cheers.